What's up, guys? This is JR with Lifetime Nut Covers. I'm going to show you guys our new CFOC-6W2. It's a fully boltless oil hub that we created. Everything is smooth on the outside here. You don't have the exterior bolts like our other existing original ones do. I am going to show you guys the pre-assembly of these. Since you guys buy these like this, you actually are going to have to assemble them on your truck yourselves. It's the only way that this will work. So the first thing on these is the rubber seal that goes behind the glass lens. Now the one big thing with this is you guys are going to have to lay this down inside of our pocket and you're going to press it in there by hand. Now I don't know if you can see this, but right here there's a little hump in the front side of this rubber O-ring. So you're going to take the glass window and you're going to press it down on top of here and you're just going to press it in nice and light, pick it up and set it back down again and pick it up and set it down again. You'll do that a couple times and you'll pull it back out. That way you can actually see that it takes and it presses that seal down in there perfectly flat. That is the biggest thing about these because you do not want them to leak. So right there, once that seal is in, laid flat, we're actually going to take these and we'll put them on the truck. I'm going to show you exactly how we do that. The only tools required for installation of this is you're going to want to have a very deep 1/4-inch drive Allen head because that has to get all the way down inside here to install the bolts. So you're going to have one of these. If you do not have one that goes on a ratchet, you can actually just grab a normal set of Allen wrenches. Just grab a 1/4-inch Allen wrench right here, and you're going to use this, and you're going to put that down and tighten up. If you do not have one of these, so you'll put that down in there, and you'll just grab a end wrench, and you're going to take the end wrench, and you're going to stick it on the end of here, and that's what you will use to actually torque them down. So that's in case you don't have that. The other one you need is a 3/32 Allen wrench, and that is actually to install the rings on the top after you put the windows in. You're going to put the tiny little screws in there, and you're going to use one of these to go around in a star pattern and torque everything up. So once you have all that done, it's going to be fully assembled. So let's go to the truck and we'll check this out. All right, guys, now we're over here at the truck, so I'm going to show you exactly how we install this CFOC-6W2. So like I said, we've already went through the whole process of putting the rubber seal inside of our actual oil hub here, so it's nice and flat still. So this should never move on you. The next thing is what we do is we use clear RTV silicone. And what I do is I just put a real thin line on here on the inside and outside, and I take my fingers and I just smear it so it's completely flat, so it just has a nice textured layer on here. Now we've already drained our oil hub here. We actually drained it, let it drain for like 10-15 minutes. We have this all cleaned up. We're gonna have a little bit of excess grease that always just wants to keep running out here. So you're gonna put 2 bolts in, and then you're gonna put your gasket on the bottom side of the oil hub. Now get your ratchet. What I like to do is I will actually pull this off so I can just do it with my fingers. So stick this in here, we'll line it up with our 2 bolts. Just start the one, pull the other one, start that one. They don't actually need to be torqued down a ton. So basically you're gonna put them on, snug everything up, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so a fast process, just use this, a gun, just snug them up, and then you can torque them with the ratchet. Now the one thing I do want to recommend to you guys, when you are putting this all on, try and do everything in a star pattern. It's like, choose these 3. So there, and then go there, there. Okay, so now once you have everything snugged up on here, you just want to go around, and like I said, you want to go into like a star pattern, and just lightly snug these up. You don't need a lot of force on these. Just a little bit. You're not trying to hold the whole entire truck together with this. So just put a little bit of snugness on each one here, and we're gonna call that good. So now once this is in, the biggest thing that we cannot stress to you guys enough is still make sure that your seal is completely flat. If it moves on you when putting this process in, literally just take your glass lens, set it back in there, double check and make sure that that thing is flat. Pull it out, look at it, it's still flat in here. You should have a packet of never sees. Big thing we really need to stress on here is these little tiny bolts that we put in to hold the window on. We need to put a fair amount of never sees on there. In case anything ever goes on, you ever need to change a wheel bearing or anything else, we need to be able to get these back out. Actually put your glass lens in, set it in there, you're gonna take your window, you're gonna overlay this, grab a couple of tiny little 3/32 screws, and once you get a couple started, take your Allen wrench and just snug them up in here. You don't want to go too far with them, because what you'll do is you actually get, this ring will actually rock on you. If you tighten this one all the way up, the whole ring's gonna sit that way. So it's actually gonna move that glass lens with it. So you want to snug this one, snug that one, get everything so they're equal. Normally the way I like to do it is I'll put this in, I'll give like half a turn or a quarter turn, and then I'll move to my next one. Same thing on the next. Now you're gonna go to your different triangular pattern. Same thing there. And once you get around to every single one, where every one actually is tight to where when you put the Allen wrench in and you go to pull on it, like there, and it doesn't barely move, that's tight. That is plenty tight. Very simple process. It's just, this is the most time consuming process out of the whole thing. But like I said, we want to make sure we have a good amount of never sees on these, so we can actually get to the big bolts behind there if we ever need to take these apart. There's always something with trucks. Everybody that owns a truck knows that. There's always something to do on a truck or fix on a truck. So we want to cause less headaches. So now everything's tight, everything's good there. All we do is just sort of take a rag, because you are going to get some never sees on the front of this, and just wipe all this off, clean everything up, and we are good to go there to where we can actually fill the oil hub. Whenever we change oil or adding oil, I guess we always like to use Lucas oil hub grease. So now the one big thing that we need to stress on here as well is when you're filling this back up with oil, well, right here it says your oil level is here and this is full. We want to add this to about the bottom of the window, because with this whole setup here, this is actually a way larger window than what our normal original oil hubs come with. So that oil level line is not quite accurate. You're better off to add a little bit more. Now, any of you guys that have ever done this, you'll know that you'll fill this thing, let it sit for 15, 20 minutes, come back over, you're gonna fill it again, double check it. I mean, these things, your bearings actually take a lot of grease in here. Basically, you're gonna fill it up. And the way we have this thing, when it's finalized and it's done, you want your oil level line to be right below right here. Right where that plug is, you want your line to be going straight across here, just a little bit higher than what the full level is. That way you're carrying more oil, and we don't have any issues down the road on that as well. Like I said, we're gonna have to keep coming back here and filling this for the next hour or so, letting that soak into the bearings. Once you're done there, you're gonna slap the plug in. Also included in our kit is a stainless cover. So if you actually want to cover the plug with the stainless disc, you can actually put it on there. It's got a 3-inch adhesive back. You're gonna take that, you can put that on there. That way, if you want the actual stainless look up front here, or if you just want the plug, that's perfectly fine too. We're just gonna give you guys that option. You got yourself a new boltless oil hub. So if you have any questions about the video or installation or anything like that, call us, we will help you out directly. I'm JR with Lifetime Nut Covers. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for purchasing an American-made product. Thank you.